You go through life not being aware, not understanding, not knowing who God is, not knowing who Jesus is, not really knowing about this whole Christian thing, getting saved thing, giving your life to Christ thing. You go through life. I mean, when you remember that time? Mm-hmm. Track with me. You remember that time when you like really had no knowledge of it? Yeah. Okay, I was just living, doing my thing. I went to church, but I was just living because you live in Texas, you're in the Bible Belt. Everybody went to church. Everybody goes to church. Mm-hmm. You just going through life and blah blah blah. You just living your life, doing what you want to do, blah blah blah. Then something happens, and you get introduced to the Lord. Now listen, when you get introduced to the Lord, the first thing that happens is He connects to you with your senses. Your emotions are immediately switched. Yeah. So I'm in church, but I feel a different way about church. Track with me. I'm fit to help you. I'm in church and I feel a different way, even though I really don't know Jesus. I really don't know God. I really don't know none of this. But I start to feel a different way. So then I decide I'm going to get saved. I really don't know what getting saved is, but I decide I'm going to get saved. From the moment I get saved, every time I walk, every time I breathe, every time I move, it's now that I'm saved. I only connect through faith. Not Him. Not no encounter of Him hugging me and wrapping His arms around me and loving me. Just faith. Yeah. So then I learn about what is faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things I can't see. So I can't see Him, I'm hoping, and so I only connect to Him through faith. Yeah. The thing about faith is sometimes faith can seem obsolete because it's faith. So what has to happen is because I can't connect to Jesus at the moment I want to all the time tangibly, I have to connect to a person. Wow. And the more I'm in relationship with the right people, it increases my faith. Wow. That was good. It was. Trying to tell you how important it is to connect to the right people. So you come to church, you get connected to the church, you connect to somebody. Most of the times you connect to a leader. And think it not strange that you connect to somebody who, in sorts, you look up to. It's like, they got something. They either got something I don't or got more than what I do. I connect to them, let's rock. So you rock with this person and you rock with this person. At some point, it happens in your life that these friendships begin to mean more to you than you ever could imagine. Mm-hmm. I'm talking to people who know relationship. Yeah. Joshua was Moses' assistant. That's all he did was assist Moses. All of a sudden, his relationship came from I'm assisting him to I'm serving him. Based on the simple fact that now my relationship has infected me and increased my faith. Because I see a man doing things, moving things, operating in things that I am really shocked by, and I want to know what's up. So he follows Moses. Track with me. I'm going to teach you tonight instead of preach to you. So he follows Moses, and it's kind of like the type and shadow of Elijah and Elisha, but nobody ever jumps back and think about Moses and Joshua. Elijah leaves. It doesn't talk about Elijah taking up the mantle, but Elisha was the next person in line. Moses get the promised land taken from him, and naturally the next person in line is his assistant. Not because he was assisting Moses, because he was connected to Moses. It was said that this relationship between Moses and Joshua was so sacred that when Moses would go up into the tent to worship God, that Joshua couldn't enter with him, but Joshua would stand outside the tent and worship God while Moses was inside the tent. I'm talking about he believed in what Moses had. He believed in who Moses was. He believed in what Moses was doing. And he didn't know how how to pray. So he would repeat what Moses did. He didn't know how to get to God like Moses could. Theologians said that he was amazed by the cloud of smoke that will fill the tent. And that's what would be like drawing him, because I don't know how to get the cloud. But I'm going to act like him, because this is how he gets the cloud. He was connected to him, man. His heart was right there with his heart. And he says, okay, whatever this is, I'm following you. I'm following you. I'm convinced. I'm following you. Elisha followed Elijah. He said, even to the point of death, I gotta follow you, dude. Elijah was like, yo, I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go over here, man. You got to stay back. I'll be right back. Elijah's like, no, man, I'm coming. I'm coming with you. They get to the Jordan. He said, now hold up. Tell me what you want, man. What is it? He says, I want a double portion of what you got. And I can imagine Elijah tripped out. He like, you've asked a hard thing. Because a lot of people see where you are, and they don't know what it takes to get there. A lot of people see who you're becoming, but they don't understand what you have to go through to become that. A lot of people see me with a microphone, but they don't understand that this microphone cost me my life. So he says, you asked a hard thing, but then he says this. He says, if you see me when I'm caught up, you get your double portion. What was he saying? He was saying, if you just follow me to the moment I leave, naturally, you get what I had. Because when the boss say, hey, Elijah gone, who gonna do his job? Nobody knows how to do it but Elisha. Because Elisha followed him and watched him and saw him. So then we go to Moses and Joshua and we see this whole thing happening, this whole relationship happening, and Moses disobeys God. So the Lord punishes him by saying, I'm going to allow you to take them so far. Then I'm going to allow you to see what I promised you. But you ain't going to be able to inherit it. Joshua is. I can imagine Joshua like, I can't take them nowhere. What am I supposed to do? And I want to talk about these three things.